Okay, I have not shuffled, I have not prepared the cards. So today I have Way of the Horse book and cards. Linda Kahanoff wrote the wonderful explanations to Kim McElroy's exquisite art. So I'm going to shuffle the deck and we'll pick a few cards. We'll see what comes up. The Fire Quartz Dragon Egg has joined us today. And this is a piece I wire wrapped, I don't know, about a year ago or so. It's for sale on my website. Fire Quartz is one of my favorites. I just love this piece. And it's hard to give them up, when you make them, but I'm running out of room. I've made so many. I love making them, and I need to sell them, so let your friends and family know. I've got beautiful handcrafted artisan pendulums and dragon eggs, all sorts of things. So, and then the feminine of the Celestite is joining. Rose quartz, this piece will always join all readings. This is a piece I've had for a very long time. It's just a special rose quartz. And then labradorite has joined us today. Labradorite, to me, I call it the magic stone. And my pendulums that I've made. So here's a card that's saying, pick me, pick me. Okay. Ooh, we'll see. Oh, wait, I got two. That was the one, but this came too, so we must honor that, because this and this, these two were stuck together, so they wanted to come. And this card, oh yes, my old horse Rusty. That, interesting. I had no question so much as we just went through the birth of my latest grandson, and so proud of my daughter-in-law. Labored and delivered more than 48 hours without any drugs. That woman is a hero to me. So we come home decompressed from all of that excitement of the birth of our new grandson, and I just thought, I'll just let the cards tell me what they want me to know, want us to know. So sometimes I find I do readings with no specific question or guidance. I just want they can reveal to you what's going on in your life that you may need to look at, that may be a little deeper, something that you aren't even thinking about. So I like to pull cards that way. So I think, gosh, that the way the stones are lined up, I think they go well with the cards. You've got the Celestite, which is newborn from the stars. You have this beautiful lavender field where the rose quartz goes. And then this gorgeous blue sky with this old mare, and see her spirit is in the sky. And you have labradorite with its beautiful blues and greens going with that sky. So isn't that cool? I just love it when I leave it up to the universe. You just tell me what you want me to know, and I'll take a look at that. So let's see. Thank you, Linda and Kim, for this book and these cards. Okay, so let's take a look at 26. That is a newborn, new beginnings, I would say. This is new beginnings, love, connection. So let's see what Linda has to say about that when she saw that piece that Kim had designed. What wisdom came to Linda? And and of course I would pull this card. I don't know why I didn't connect earlier. You're all probably screaming at me going, Missy, this is the newborn that just came yesterday. Of course. Duh. Look at that card. The first card I pulled, of course, is the baby and the mother. That is so meaningful for me at this time. That's incredible. So 26. Sometimes I'm just so dense, and then I finally see it. Oh, goodness. So promise, auspicious beginnings, conscious birth, nourishing new life. A chestnut mare nuzzles her foal, nickering softly. Her newborn feels the promise of his long legs, his first instinctive thought, to stand. The gift. Equine birth is an accelerated experience filled with moments of power, choice, and expanded awareness for mother and child. When we cultivate new beginnings in our own lives, a healthy dose of horse wisdom helps us move beyond our limitations. The challenge, nurturing life without manipulating it, is a fine line many people cross. Whew, dearie, that's so true. What a beautiful card. Number 1, Field of Dreams. Okay, so let's see how this ties into this weekend's wonderful birth, or is this going to talk about some deeper things we need to pay attention to? Field of Dreams, unexpressed vitality and imagination, heart's desire, self-care supporting innovation. A magnificent dark bay horse runs free through fields of lavender. The gift, no matter how disconnected you feel from the needs of your own soul, this image reminds you that the restless spirit inside, the one that sometimes feels dominated and spurred on by the demands of society and survival, that dark horse racing through your dreams, is not so much running away from responsibility as galloping toward the fulfillment of your deepest heart's desire. The challenge, the temptation to rein in this horse and all he represents, is premature. Turn him loose, let him play, watch him express himself on his own terms, and he'll lead you to a more soulful relationship with power, intuition, instinct, and creativity. Whew, we could all use some of that. Yes, that horse is running towards. That's us running towards. Love that. Set our soul free into our next journey, and that's for sure. I can relate to that because this is my new journey of having another grandchild and my firstborn son's grandchild, and it is just kind of strange in the psyche of a parent when their first has their first. It makes you pause. Okay, so this card, I can really relate to this when I felt I was in the desert. This gal, she's on her way. She's on her way to leave the earth, and her spirit waits for her because she's transitioning. So let's read what they're trying to tell us. What is Spirit trying to tell us? Close to shore, crossroads, detachment and surrender, the pain and wisdom of old age. And this is me going into my next journey of old age, that's for sure. An old chestnut mare stands at the edge of a vast ocean that the rest of her herd cannot see. From this height, so close to shore, the grass begins to thin. Oh, that's how my skin is. The mare's bones ache and her coat is losing its shine, but the view is worth the climb. She can see both worlds now, the herd grazing below and that strange and powerful force surging on the other side. This horse has reached the final crossroads of her life, the place where she will share her hard-won wisdom and surrender to a higher will. The gift, what you've loved, or at least have become accustomed to, is coming to an end. Still, the transition to the next phase of life or work will be slow enough to let you appreciate where you've been and allow you to fully, consciously activate the wisdom you've gleaned from past experience. True that, and we are, as a family, going into our next transition because we have another grandchild due July 15th, and this child is right here close to home, so we get to experience having our grandchild in our lives more on a regular basis. So that's goodbye to the old life of Ken and I being alone more and opening ourselves to the welcoming of grandchildren and having our children more in our lives because of that. And that is that next phase for us. So, and yeah, my skin is thinning and I'm getting old. And also there's things going on in my business and transitioning. So I can connect with that. A lot of good things changing and transitioning. And we all need to be flexible, you know, with the way things are, with our political and our culture. We need to be flexible and prepared to make changes and to be light on our feet. We must be flexible and light. So interesting cards. Thank you very much. Thank you. I so appreciate you, dear divine energy, space, power, source, universe, God, Yahweh, whatever, and by all those that you go by that name, and all of the forces that join us today. Thank you so much. I give you my deepest gratitude, all of my friends who join me here. You have a great, great and wonderful weekend. I found such revelation and comfort in this book when my husband, when we were all going through the recession, things were really tough. And um, this came to me at a timely place in my life, and so it continues to guide me uh, as well now. And I would say this is just as relevant now as it was when it first came out. So if you don't own this book, you might want to consider getting it. It is just some fabulous equine guidance.